Fat to Fit weeks 25, 26, and 27. A triple week video. How crazy is that? I wanted to kind of offset it from the monthly videos, so that's why I'm doing every other week from now on. So I weighed in at 176.2 pounds before now. Over the past 3 weeks, my lowest weigh-in was 174.8 pounds, meaning I lost about 1.4 pounds. Not as much as I was hoping for, but I'm still quite happy with that. At least we are making progress again. It took us a long time to get back to that, so I'm very happy with that. Over the last 3 weeks, I finished reading an entire nutritional textbook to try and teach myself how to eat right and whatnot. Have I been putting these lessons into practice? I don't know, but at least I know it. Okay, guys, that's progress. I did a ton of exercise over the last 3 weeks. I will get into that later, and it's making me be feeling way better. I'm really enjoying exercising again. It's been very fun. We had Easter, we had Cinco de Mayo, we had May the 4th. I cheated quite a bit on these days, unfortunately, which is why I was set back a little bit. But other than that, we did really well over the past 3 weeks. And hopefully, once there's less holidays coming up and whatnot, we'll be good again. Holidays really put a dent into my weight loss, if you guys couldn't tell. I weighed in at 177.0 pounds on day 177. So I weighed in the same weight number as the day, which was really cool. I was very happy. I was looking forward to that for pretty much the whole diet. I was like, I can't wait till the day that I weigh the same as what day it is, and we were able to do that, so I'm really happy about that. I was a little bit nervous. If we weren't going to hit it, I was just going to start gaining weight on purpose at a rate of like a pound a day until we hit it, so I'm very glad we avoided all that. It's pretty sweet, so I'm very happy we were able to do that. We hit 6 months done on this diet. Very, very happy about that. I'm a little bit bloated up at the moment, but I've been losing quite a lot of weight. I've been getting a lot more cut. I'm getting a lot more muscular, and things are going very well, as far as I can tell. So, like I said, I'm a little bit bloated up at the moment, but things are going much, much better. I also played with a fidget spinner. That's pretty cool. Very eventful 3 weeks. We had a lot of fun. Over the course of weeks 23 and 24, I had about 7.6 hours of sleep per night. I had about 2,275 calories per day and about 114 grams of protein per day. These last 3 weeks, I had 7.1 hours of sleep per night, which is a lot worse, unfortunately. I had 1,955 calories per day on average, which is better. And then I also had 90 grams of protein per day, which is worse. So little bit of a roller coaster on that. These last 3 weeks went pretty well for the most part. Not really as well as I was hoping for, but they still went pretty good. So I also did a ton of exercise, as I said. I ran 13 miles in 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 40 seconds. And I also ran another additional 7 miles that I did not track just because it was in the middle of different like calisthenics exercise, mainly like push-ups and crab walks and whatnot. I've been doing a lot of those. I did 324 push-ups over the last 3 weeks. I did 650 feet worth of crab walks, to work my core and my triceps. I did 8 different sets of overhead press. I did 8 sets of bench press. I did 7 sets of back squats. I did 5 sets of deadlifts. Some of them Romanian, some of them normal. I did 4 sets of assisted pull-ups, 4 sets of assisted chin-ups, 8 sets of Pendlay rows, also known as bent over barbell rows, and I did 4 sets of calf raises. Very good. I had a lot of fun. That's in between. I did a lot of different things over the last 3 weeks, so I'm very happy with all that exercise. I also spent a lot of the day, outside getting stuff done, doing chores outside and whatnot, catching Pokemon. Y'all know how addicted I am to Pokemon Go. It was very fun. I did a lot of sweating these last 3 weeks, so it's been very fun. Over the next 2 weeks, weeks 28 and 29, I want to have at least 100 grams of protein per day. That should be more than achievable. I just got a bunch of chicken. I cut all the fat off it, so I just got to cook it up. That's going to make things a lot easier. As long as I actually have chicken ready for me, it's going to be way, way easier to hit those protein goals. As you know, I've been eating probably way too little protein, especially for the amount I exercise, so I need to get that up. I want to get at least below 173.8 pounds so I can be a healthy BMI again. This was a goal for the last 3 weeks, but I did not hit it. Unfortunately, I had too many cheat days during the holidays, so that's something I definitely need to cut out. And I also do not want any cheat days other than maybe Mother's Day, where I'll give myself like 3,000 calories instead of the normal 2,000 or something like that. So hopefully we'll be able to achieve these targets. I would really like to keep losing weight. As you all know, I would like to finish off my weight loss, at least for the moment, get down to 160 1.8 pounds. So that's 50 pounds lost total by the time summer rolls around in about 40 days. Hopefully I can achieve that. I have like 13 or 14 pounds left in a little bit less than 7 weeks. I'm a little bit off schedule, so I got to catch up. That should be achievable, though. As long as I don't have any crazy days in the future, we should be good. Thank you all for watching. I will see you again in 2 weeks and also tomorrow. Peace out.